Assalamu alaikum, Pakistan, and welcome to the National Q Crisis Special on your favorite channel, Daily Pakistan Funny News Free. Today's top story, the straight line, has been missing for 75 years.
Yes, authorities confirm a straight, disciplined queue was last seen somewhere between a railway station in 1960 and your math notebook in Class 5. Since then, every line in the country has been on its own spiritual journey.
As a former politician, I can confirm the straight line retired with honesty and punctuality. They all left together, quietly.
Exactly. Our national bird is the sparrow, our national game is hockey, and our national shape is the zigzag queue. From passport office to pani puri wala, one pattern, no pattern.
Let's go to our first breaking story.
Breaking news! We take you live to the government office frontline, also known as the passport and Nadra queue, where citizens have been waiting since birth.
Sources say some people start the line with their first child's birth certificate and reach the counter at the grandchild's marriage.
On ground situation right now, there is a line, technically. It starts outside the gate, does a small protest, takes a U-turn near the photocopy shop, and spiritually ends in 2035.
Here we see the legendary uncle in light blue shalwar kameez. For the last 2 hours, he was at the back of the line. But suddenly, he remembers loudly, "Beta, I know the officer inside. He is my cousin's wife's sister's neighbor's son." And within seconds, that uncle floats to the front like he's on an escalator of entitlement. Everyone watching, hearts breaking in HD, but mouths completely silent.
Then comes the classic move, the family attachment technique. One cousin reaches the front after 2 hours. Suddenly, 5 more people appear from parking lot, tea cafe, and maybe another dimension, all saying, "Hum sati hai, hum family hai."
And nobody is brave enough to ask, "Bhai, itni lambi family thi to bas hi le aate."
On the rare occasion, a mysterious hero appears. That one guy who says, very softly but clearly, "Bhai, line mein aa jao."
Cameras capture the moment. Crowd goes silent, air pressure changes, pigeons stop mid-air. The uncle looks at him like, "Ye kaun hai jo sach bol raha hai?" Our analysts say this hero either becomes a national icon or disappears into the photocopy shop and is never seen again.
Let's move from government crisis to national emergency, snacks. We now go live to the samosa and pani puri economic zone, where one buy 3 get 1 free deal has caused total queue collapse.
Initial reports suggest the line started as a beautiful single file, then greed hit, and it turned into a star shape, hexagon, and finally just a crowd with hope.
Witnesses say the vendor clearly announced sub line bana ke aao, sab ko milega, but Pakistan heard jo aage gaya, wohi bacha.
There's the student squad, pretending to form a line, but actually rotating in circles so every friend ends up somehow near the front. Then there's the super auntie, elbow strategy on point, who whispers, "Beta, bas ek plate aur," and emerges with enough samosas to feed a cricket team.
Meanwhile, one poor soul at the back is still deciding, "Samosa loon, your roll." By the time he decides, deal khatam, gas khatam, life khatam. And just when the vendor tries to organize, "Bhai, line bana lo, warna main band kar dunga," the crowd hears that as a threat to their human rights and starts pushing even more. From fried food, we move to fresh chaos. Our next bulletin, the supermarket and petrol pump double header.
First, we go live inside your local supermarket, where trolley traffic has reached level orange. In aisle 3, a trolley is parked diagonally, blocking both lanes like it's doing Darna.
Owner missing, trolley full. Dal, atta, shampoo, and one crying child. People on both sides stuck, pretending to study the biscuits like it's an exam.
Translation, I have a trolley the size of a truck, but your time is cheaper than my detergent.
Now over to the petrol pump Grand Prix. Bikes and cars are lining up like it's Formula One qualifying, with less discipline and more horn. Officially, there's a line of cars. Unofficially, there are 6 secret bike lines snaking in from everywhere. Side, back, maybe rooftop also. Each biker convinced he's discovered a shortcut NASA doesn't know.
One Corolla has been inching forward with dignity for 20 minutes. Just as it reaches the nozzle, a bike materializes from under the bumper, looks up and says, "Bhai, sirf 100 ka dal do, jaldi hai."
And the car owner just stares, doing mental math. If I fight, I'll lose fuel. If I stay quiet, I'll lose self-respect.
At this point, viewers are asking, where is the solution? For that, we go to our special segment, the Expert Panel. Joining us from the prestigious, totally real National Institute of Line Management, NILM, is ex-politician, now Q specialist, Professor Mike.
Thank you, John. Our institute has spent years observing queues in their natural habitat, banks, canteens, and Eid sales. We have developed some very scientific solutions.
Professor, the nation wants to know, will things ever improve, or will we continue with the Bhabhi ne bulaya hai, main bas ek minute system forever?
Our first proposal, yellow card system. Just like football. First time you cut the line, you get a yellow card. Second time, you get sent to the back of the line of another city.
Beautiful. Imagine Uncle tries to slide to the front of the bakery, referee Auntie appears, blows whistle, flashes yellow card, screams, "Offside in samosa line."
Second proposal, VAR for cues, video assistant referee. If anyone says, "Main pehle tha, mujhe hi turn tha," we stop everything, roll the CCTV, zoom in, ultra slow motion, multiple angles. Commentary. Here we can clearly see at 9:32 a.m. the claimant was in fact at the pani puri stall, not the bank line. Decision. Line tutter. Red card. No service for 24 hours. Our third long-term reform? Cue training in schools. From Class 1. Children, this is a line. This is not a triangle. This is not a group project. This is not your chachi's Mandy. Final exam? Recess time. Bell rings. Principal says, "Jo line mein aayega, usko chips milengi." Whoever runs and cuts, lifetime ban from canteen. And for adults, mandatory refresher course. How to stand without leaning on the person in front, advanced skills in not breathing on someone's neck, and basic sentence, "Bhai, aap pehle the." Professor, these are revolutionary reforms. If implemented, Pakistan might finally see a straight line longer than 10 people. In my expert opinion, miracles can happen. After all, if we can line up perfectly for a cricket match ticket, we can do it for everything. And that brings us to the end of our National Queue Crisis Special. Look, we all joke about it, but truth is, these queues are our shared daily struggle. Government office ho, bakery ho, petrol pump ho, we're all in the same line, yeah? Literally. And honestly, the day we decide, chalo, aaj main line follow karunga, that's the day half the frustration disappears. So, next time you're in a queue, just remember this bulletin. Hear the imaginary whistle in your head. Picture the yellow card. Imagine the VR camera hovering above you. And maybe, just maybe, show a tiny bit of mercy to the person behind you. That's it from today's Daily Pakistan Funny News Free. I'm John with Professor Mike, signing off from the front line of your daily chaos. We'll be back tomorrow with another very serious investigation into your everyday problems, made funny.